All right, we are live. Hello, YouTube. I think maybe someone check for me that we're actually on YouTube. I'm going to start Instagram.
I don't have a YouTube. I don't think.
Oh, really? G'day, folks. I think we're live on YouTube right now. We're now live on Instagram. Just waiting for David and Yabsy. Toddy is sadly not joining us. Big tear. He has a very busy world in South Australia because the time's different. So it's earlier for him. There's still kids in play. G'day, David. Hey, Kate. David in. Make sure your sound's turned down, David.
I think it is. No, it wasn't me.
It was me.
It was me as well. All right, David's on, and I think my sound's down. I've even got my headphones plugged in, but that's me.
Did we do it?
Oh, I'm going to be like mini the whole time, aren't I?
Did we do it after a month of trying?
Not
Have
yet.
we actually done?
Not yet.
It's working. I'm just waiting for Yabsy. I've clicked accept, Yabs. Turn your sound down, Yabsy. sound down, Yabsy.
But I have.
No, it throws it up automatically when you start on Instagram Live.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
G'day, Tamara. Hey, Claire. Ooh. Okay, I think it's fixed. My favorite is the view of Yabs. It is straight up on Instagram and straight down on YouTube. All right. So
Hey,
here we are.
look at that. Michael is saying he wants to join.
Well, do you have a laptop and a phone? We've shot ourselves in the foot here. So Todd's like 8 minutes ago told us he couldn't join, but because we're on YouTube and Instagram, we've got the Instagram volume off. So if you can't join us on YouTube, we're not going to hear what you're saying. You might have to just throw sign language up, which I don't understand anyway, so it's not going to help us. You can just type in the chat, I guess, but then why are you going on online? Sounds all right. It's a bit distorted for me. Not talking about the feedback. What makes a room great? A fantastic display.
Yeah, see,
check
the
out
Lego.
my
The Lego is
keyboard.
what makes the display a great display.
Is it I am Sakitoha? Is that what you say?
Sakatosha?
Sakitoja? Like cue ball. Would that be like the IKEA cube shelves and then you've got them lit up? Do you reckon that's what that is?
Ooh, buy
No
a
one
bag
knows.
to support the brick
No one
shop.
knows.
I'm not buying a just from Mumbai. Oh, there you go. Hello from Mumbai.
Oh, bye. Ooh. Hope he's
So,
not upset about the One Day International Series.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So we didn't actually introduce ourselves or anything. Hello, how are you guys? Had a good week so far?
I have Tom. How
I
about you,
feel like
David?
it's really?
I'm actually now that the topic of the week is Lego rooms, I could get ideas from everyone joining because I'm actually working on my Lego room at the moment, my Lego display room. I'm doing all the dark, the how do you call it, the raw building at the moment. Plasterboard painting, but it's just a shelf for the moment. So I'm thinking about what am I going to do with shelves? What am I going to do with lighting as well? Because I'm thinking about, do I need to have translucent shelves so the light can go through?
Oh yeah.
But that would be glass or acrylic. I don't know. Does anybody in the chat have any experience with acrylic or glass, customized glass cutting for shelves?
I don't know, like if I'm thinking about setting up a space, I'd be thinking about how it would photograph. So I'm not sure that having a glass shelf where you can see the stuff below or above would go well for that.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Show us your hands though. You've been working hard on that Lego room.
Yeah, it looks like blisters, but it's just paint. See,
He's like paint. Real building. He's
painting my jumper. I'm not gonna do the Yapsy camera, but I've got painting my shorts. See,
Yeah, you
I've
do.
got my thready
Look at
shorts.
quad.
So this is really just so this is just really to help David design his Lego room. That's the comment in the chat.
Well, I mean, it is for me as well. Like I posted in my stories this morning. I ransacked my Lego room, my garage. I'm making it less of a garage and more of a Lego studio. And we were struggling for a suggestion of what we were going to talk about. So I suggested selfishly that we talk about this. There's actually, I posted on my story this afternoon, asking like, help me out. What makes so many suggestions that I cannot access right now because my laptop's doing this.
Sorry, Tom. There is
Yeah.
some, because actually something that you should have done as well is put the link for the YouTube channel on Instagram, because Claire is asking if she can watch. She has to pay to watch, or she can do it for free.
You don't have to pay to watch. Free on YouTube, of course.
Yeah.
The link's in my bio.
I'll put it in the chat as well.
So just chuck it on the old bio. That's where you'll find it.
I'll put it
Take
in the
you
chat.
straight to my YouTube channel. I can see Lego Builders said hello there on YouTube. I tell you what, throw up in the questions so we don't miss anything. Throw in the questions, or if anyone is on Instagram, there you go. Thanks. Thanks, Dave. That's the link in my bio. Found it on YouTube since, the Instagram audio is rubbish.
Oh, from whom? From me? Maybe. Yeah.
When all the it's interesting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, usually when I just have my phone connected, it sounds like crap.
Oh, well, until someone tells us, I'm not sure. But geez, the viewer count on Instagram is down, so maybe the sound is not for everybody.
Fair enough.
There you go. Yeah, so I figure a lot of suggestions, or a suggestion that came through multiple times for a Lego room was a build table that you can walk all the way around so that you could access a build from all sides.
Yeah, what I'm thinking as well is hello from Florida. There you go. We have some US viewers now.
Well, howdy.
It'd be early there, wouldn't it? What time would it be?
5 a.m. Yeah, 5 or 4, 5, 6. Oh, Brickpaint audio is echoing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Well, it's not for me. Yeah, Kate's just jumped across to YouTube too because the audio on Instagram's rubbish.
Huh.
Fair
We
enough.
thought we were there, but we're not.
Yeah. I mean, it's only been 4 weeks. Please be patient of us old. Actually, I can hear myself.
Oh, that's weird. Have you got anything plugged into your phone? Like, remember how we were going to plug headphones into your phone to stop the super soft sound?
Just the just the power cord.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is then.
Well,
yeah, a build tab
Lego
you can
room
walk all the way around.
suggestions, fix the Instagram audio. Just kidding. I'd say have everything on display, and especially more brick built TVs. Yeah, there you go. That's a comment from YouTube. Now, what I'm doing is because I want to build a table in the middle of the room as well for the seating. But what I want to do is, what I'm doing is I'm taking the measurement of the 48 by 48 base plates, plus space on each side for the train tracks. And I'm
what
gonna.
Does that take up a train track?
I think it's 8 studs.
Okay.
Yep. And then you'd have some room for ballast either side.
Yeah, so it's got to be at least 10 studs. If you're gonna have so I'm thinking about having the table and maybe a gap in the middle as well, or having a table just in the center of the room. I don't know yet. What I like to do is I just put masking tape on the floor to see how I'm gonna walk around the room.
Oh, that's a good plan. I should have done that. I'm moving furniture around and going, Hey, Claire's here.
Hey.
More trophies.
Need more Lego Masters trophies. Well, actually, now Tom has more trophies than I do.
I think Yabs does as well.
Yeah, and I think you both have more trophies than I do. So
It's the size that counts, though, isn't it?
hey, Aisley's Canteen. Buenas noches, buenos días. Buenos días.
Mm. Well,
Someone from Spain.
Spain would be the afternoon, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
6:10 east side of the States. So I'm guessing it's like 10 or 11. No, I can't remember. I used to have like all the time zones in my head. Not anymore. It's been pushed out, replaced with
every good Lego room needs a dog bed.
That's a good call, actually. Otherwise, they're always under your feet.
Well, if you have a dog, that's the thing. You need to have a dog first. I have a cat. So
well, the cats just hop up on the desk, don't they?
Oh yeah.
They make this.
You know what? That was one of the fears that I had when I got the cat, because I thought she was just gonna jump on the table and knock everything down, and she was gonna be. But now she was good. She doesn't knock anything down, so that's good.
Yeah, nice.
11. There you go. It's 11 a.m. in Spain.
Oh.
So you guys are both working on your Lego rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the primary use for you guys? Is it a place to build, or is it a place to just be with the Lego?
Yeah, right. Well, David's got multiple Lego rooms. David has a Lego house.
Yeah.
So I get the impression that the one he's painting right now is going to be where he will be with his Lego.
That's going to be the display.
Yeah.
Yeah, the display room, because I have another room that is the workshop where I actually build, and I have all the drawers and all the loose pieces.
Mm-hmm.
But that room that I'm working on at the moment is the one where I'm going to have everything built and displayed, like sets or mocks.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a different room. This is my office.
This is the third room, which also has Lego. Mine. Well, I only have one space, and it was. I mean, you guys saw it before. There was like a display wall, which I wasn't really taking advantage of because I busted up most of my sets, and then just a big pool table that I'd slapped some MDF on top of, and that was where I was building the big things. So, and these days I really just got the turtle there, and then like the turtle sculptures, I guess you call them, like the TV, the action figures, the weapons, and then Batman. That's all I've got really, except for a couple of sets that I just couldn't bring myself to take apart, which are mostly mechs, because I wouldn't know where to start if I was to build my own mech. And I'm trying to change it so it's a little bit more of a display. Yeah, be with the Lego. But I want to have multiple build stations so that it's not like Batman's on the build table, that's what I have to do. I don't feel like doing Batman, I'm going to go watch TV. You know? I want
because you don't feel like building Batman. That'd be ridiculous.
I want different spaces. So like I can keep working on the bridge in the harbour, and I can have another station where I can be working on Clayface, and the Clayface mess can be over there. You know what I mean? And I really want my next mission in the turtle world is to build a T-phone. You know, those little shell walkie-talkies that they had. So I'd like another space where I can start, piecing that together in ugly colours.
Ooh, that'll be tough. Curves. Ooh.
Oh, I don't know. I think I got that one. I think I got that one in my head already. That one's going to be the fastest of the three. But
sorry.
Then there's these on Thursday night, and Saturday I joined Claire and building. I'd build more on Saturday because I'm not talking as much, but you need a clear table to be able to do that as well. So that's a fourth space in theory. So I figure everything behind me is going to be one long bench, one long build table, which trying to decide whether it's going to be 600 deep or 900 deep. 600 is fine for a Lego table bench, I reckon. What are you sitting on, David? How deep's that bench that you've got right now?
Where I'm the one that 60.
Yeah, so that's
the one that I have in my workshop.
Yeah,
60.
Yeah. the workshop. And so that I figured that's big enough. These are about 55 right now, deep.
Yeah.
But I also want to put the floating shelves above that, and they're 30 deep. So that would take 30 away from the 60 if I started building too tall. So
Are you ready for floating shelves again, mate?
well, that's the thing. I'm not going to put them on the wall. I'm just going to stack them on like these kind of things. And they're going to sit on that. They're not sitting on the wall. For exactly
Is there
that
something
reason.
I'm missing? Is there a story there that I miss?
Yeah. You don't know that about me.
No.
I came home actually, I got a message, or maybe it was a phone call. I think I got a phone call from my wife at the end of the day. I was at work. And she's like, everyone's okay. Everybody's fine. The dogs are fine. The kids are fine. But something's happened.
Oh.
And I get home and it's just like, because I don't know if you remember my old space, there was like the city on one side and then like Wild West Pirates and then Ninjago Forest around the other side. The floating shelf above the city had just fallen down out of the wall. And if all the sets on top of it had crushed, but that's fine, there's instructions. It just destroyed the city underneath. What's this? Helena, if that's a Calyx cube behind you, they're only 39 deep. No, that's a lac table, actually. It's 2 lac tables stacked on top of each other. Oh, I lost
Tight.
Oh, yeah.
So those are the original brick shelf.
They are the original brick shelf, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
They were super cheap when I got them. They were like $8 or $9, but I was at IKEA today. They're like $20 now.
What?
And they haven't changed the design.
Outrageous. Outrageous.
So they've hiked up the price. Speaking of cities, David, you were saying you're going to have a city in the middle of yours. What do people think? How essential is a city in a Lego room? Because plenty of the great Lego rooms have them.
Well, the thing for me is that I want to have the city because I have every single modular building that has been produced. Like I got since the corner shop, I had them all, and I really like it. Like it's really nice.
Was that the first one, the corner store? I don't know.
No, I think it was the Greengrocer.
Greengrocer was the first one.
Yeah, the Greengrocer. I have the. Of course, Helena is outraged.
There it is up there. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, I've never delved into modulars. When I first started, they were just way too expensive for me because I wasn't spending ridiculous money like that on a toy.
The thing is, because you started like 3 years ago only, right?
Yeah, and then the amount of money I considered to spend on a toy increased and the modulars didn't increase. They became in that price range where I was like, it's actually not too bad. And I almost jumped on was it Boutique Hotel? That really pretty one?
That was nice.
Almost jumped on that one. Almost. But I didn't. So I have no idea about the history of modulars. It's like Star Wars Lego. I've chosen to abstain.
In the chat, in the Insta chat, STC Eagle raises a really good point. Like listening to your description of the Lego rooms reminds me of watching the Lego movie. Yeah. I feel a little bit conflicted about it, keeping everything built, but at the same time, I do have a lot of loose Lego, and I do build a lot of mocks, and I do play with it a lot.
So the thing of
and it's not like I don't let anyone in. I mean, yeah, kids can come in and play with it.
Well, mine's in the garage, and I have just down here the older of the baby shelves build table. And anything that he can reach, he reckons he's on for. Yeah. So like those cubes, the 4x4 Calyx cubes, only the top shelf is safe. He's growing. So if the second to top shelf has something on it, I'm going to have to convince him to not touch it. Which he's all right, but then his little mates come over and they're not convinced. The thing about Will Farrell's Lego room basement is that was all, I can't remember if he had any sets or anything up higher. it was all in worlds. The stuff that I remember, it was just a glorious
everything
thing.
was glued. So
That's true.
that's not a that I'm not a fan of. Gluing Lego, yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I did try actually gluing my nunchucks. It didn't help me. It always breaks away somewhere.
President business. That's the dude.
That is one thing I really do miss about my old Lego room. That there was like everything I had. If it wasn't on those floating shelves because it just was a standout piece, I had integrated it into the world around, and that was my favorite thing. And I remember people who don't know anything about Lego, they would be very impressed by that, compared to when they come into my Lego garage now, and there's just two big pieces. They're impressed by the pieces, but they're just standing alone. I don't think they're as impressed as they were by the world, which was only 55 centimeters deep and ran around the edge. And it wasn't anything to write home about, and it was mostly sets. But that's more impressive to the average person. Can't stand STC Eagle. Can't stand gluing Lego either. They keep making better Lego sets. Yeah. That is why I don't have my world, because I had to take it all apart. If it'd been glued, I wouldn't be able to build big things. Yabsy had a solid shelf city.
I did have a city in my last house. Yeah. But that never kind of made the transfer, because as I pulled it apart, I found all the parts for the mocks. I started mocking, and it just never really got put back together again. Yeah. But I've only taken apart one modular. I took the Parisian restaurant apart because I never really liked that one.
Yeah, not many people do, hey? Here we go. Helena, you know who has an amazing shelf city? Shy Time is my time. And I don't know, I haven't seen him for a couple of years, actually. I used to follow him because he built at a similar scale to what I was building. And it is just shelves. It's like, I think it's just like, you know, the garage, classic garage shelf. And I don't know, it's maybe, I don't know, maybe 60 centimeters in between each shelf. And he's got little cities running on each level of the shelves. It's really awesome. Well, that was 3 years ago. I'm sure it's bigger now. He's mostly YouTube, I think.
Oh, there's a good question on Instagram. The question is natural light. Do you plan to have natural light on the Lego room? Well, I can tell you from experience. So right now, my display room is the basement. So no, I'm not going to have any natural light. But having said that, sunlight is the worst enemy of Lego. A lot of sets that I had got pretty much destroyed because of the yellowing of the bricks. Right. And that was back in Colombia. Here in Australia, no. Yeah, it's not the best friend. So natural light for my Lego room, for me, personally, is a no-no. What do you guys think?
I like natural light in a room. Like when I open the garage door, the whole room looks different. And I don't feel like I'm a little hot, you know, what's his name? Smeagol? Little golem in his cave. But lighting is massive. At the moment, the garage here only has one bulb. And I've bought the brightest bulb I can find in the supermarket and put it in there. I still have to get my torch to like look for pieces of Lego on the ground. I can't see in here.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see in that, where is it? In the Spider-Man, I've got a lamp shining at the roof above me just so that it seems bright on the build table so that I can actually see what I'm building. There's a lamp. That's the light that's lighting up the whole garage. And that's the lamp that's lighting up the roof right above the build table so I can see. Yeah. Lighting's huge.
It is. But yeah, I agree. The sunlight has a deleterious effect on the white bricks.
Yeah.
But Claire chose to use that yellowed white as a theme.
She has too.
In her haunted house.
Fine with that church. Luke's Haytown Bricks on Instagram has just said, I've added 5 more lights in my Lego room / storeroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a neighbor has ordered, I think he's ordered 10 lights. And I said it was probably about a month ago now when we first failed to get on YouTube. I said that he asked me, because he's a Sparky, he asked me, "Oh, how bright do you want to be in there?" when we were chatting about it, and I was like, "As bright as the surface of the sun, just light me up." And so I think he's got 10 downlights in rows. That he reckoned that was the best plan. I know. I watched Mark Mr. Bookie Boo.
Mm.
He was talking about lighting, and he swears by those. I think it's rail lights.
Yeah.
Where you slide them along and direct them.
Track lights, yeah.
Track lights, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense that you can direct it to the places you want to have brightness.
Yeah. And Rob, there you go. It's a pretty good. I need more lights for photography. Yeah, definitely lighting is a big thing. That's why I'm thinking about the shelves. What am I going to do with the shelves? Because if I have non-transparent shelves, then I have to be very smart about the lighting. Because it's a basement, so there's absolutely no natural light. Like I painted the whole thing white, so it's going to reflect everything. But at the same time, I need to be very smart about it.
You'd also need to, I don't know, I think you'd find a different problem if it was see-through shelves, because the shadow from the set or the mock above will...
Yeah, true.
The one below.
I'm thinking about using those LED stripes on the sides of the shelves.
Yeah, nice.
And that can give it sideways light. And the previous owner, they have like 5 power outlets in the basement, so I'm not going to have any problem with that. Get a light box, David. Yeah, but the light box is for one specific set.
For photography of a set.
Oh, yeah, no, I have one. I made one. Oh,
of course
I'll show you. I'll show you what it is.
While he gets that, I don't know about Yabsy. Yabsy takes the best photos of anyone I've ever met. But I tend to turn off all the lights in the room and just have a lamp or something that's directing the light exactly where I want it when I take a photo. I don't find the room lights very helpful for photography.
No, Lego picks up the shine. Sometimes it looks cool, but sometimes it's super annoying.
Yeah, so natural light doesn't really... I guess it's those, while you're building, just a quick snap to show people what's going on. I guess you'd have to think about that, but I don't know. How much do people care if an upload photo looks good? Oh, look at those!
Damn!
I made these panels. So I made 4 of these panels. And these are just LED stripes.
And so that's like 1, 2, 3. Where's the fourth one go?
It's just one continuous slide.
But like, where do you place the panels to the light box?
Yeah, sideways and on the top.
Yeah, right.
So that, and I can regulate the amount of light that I get from each one of the panels, if that's going to be direct light. Otherwise, I can just hold it from the. I made the stands as well, and I can.
Like a photography shoot, like light lamps.
Yeah.
I get you now. Yeah. I'm going to go back and look at all your photos on Instagram.
Well, I used to with the bottles, but I used them mostly in the other house. I haven't built the one here yet, and I think that one's going to be in the workshop.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've got here ALS brick shed. Track lighting is the best, as you can move the lights based on your needs and can adapt your room layout. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and the problem with the light box is, I got one of those Folio 3 boxes, but when I was taking the photos of the giraffe is and the angel as well. The angel is 70 centimeters high, so I couldn't fit it in the small light box. So I actually had to make these panels myself. When in doubt, build it yourself.
There you go. Hence the Lego room.
I have to get your advice when I make my photo booth. Yeah, I can make a YouTube video about it.
Good. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Anything I haven't been able to fit is the McLaren. How big is the Folio?
Well, the one that I had was whatever this is, 45 by 45.
Mine's about 40.
Yeah.
Doesn't fit much. I don't know. I don't have the skill to airbrush the corners away,
Yeah.
so I'd have to be in real tight. I can fit our 4 minifigures, no worries.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Yeah, sorry about the echo, Rohan. We don't know what the echo is coming from.
I'm guessing it's because you don't have any headphones plugged in. Because I copied Yabs's lead and I don't have any power plugged in. I've got headphones instead and I've turned it down super soft.
I'm looking. This is a real-time experiment. I'm talking at the moment and I can see when I talk, I think your yellow line comes out on YouTube. I don't know.
Mine does.
Hey, you got a badge. There you go.
Who got a badge? Oh,
you did.
Why, thank you. That's never happened to me before. I've got speakers. The only thing I've got on is my laptop speakers, and I've got Instagram muted.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no.
I guess I could put headphones on
mic.
for the laptop.
Yeah, I have my headphones on my laptop. See this big thing? It's have the headphones for the laptop.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll find my headphones.
Yeah, that could be it. There's a question on the chat on Instagram. How do you all DOS your Lego sets? Well, I found there's a actually I'm gonna go get it because I think it's worth sharing. Be right back.
I copied Toddy. I can't spot it right now, but I got one of those. It's like the Clean My Bricks vacuums, but it's not a branded one. It's just like a $30 job off Amazon.
Nice.
And it works a treat. Works a treat. And that and a makeup brush.
That's what I use, makeup brush, but I don't dust my Lego sets very often.
So makeup brush is a must, but this is the best thing ever.
Ooh.
So this is, I got it on eBay. So it's an adapter for the a regular vacuum cleaner. And it's got a little smaller dust brush. Yeah, so this one's pretty good. And it just
very cool.
Connects to a regular vacuum cleaner.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, how is the sound now? Oh, now I can hear an echo.
Yeah, actually I have more echo now.
Yeah.
Come on, Tom.
I've definitely got my headphones on the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first time I can hear an echo. And I can hear myself echoing, so it must be someone else.
It was me.
It's not better. I'm taking this out.
Okay, okay, let's do this. I'm gonna mute. I just muted myself. I'm muting myself on Instagram, and I'm muted on Instagram at the moment. Can you hear an echo now? Can you hear an echo? Can you still hear an echo?
Let me speak. Yeah, I can.
So it's you.
Well, let's mute me. Hello.
Yeah. Can you hear an echo?
Yeah, it's gone now. So what do we do about that?
Do you have any sound coming out of the speakers?
The speakers on my laptop, I do, but not when I put my headphone in. So because right now,
the speakers on your laptop, because the speakers on your laptop are causing the audio to go into the mic in the phone, and that's creating the echo.
No, but my voice doesn't come out of my laptop.
That's true, but mine does.
Well, at the moment, everything's coming out of my headphones.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm
and
confused. I don't know what's happening.
Just unmuted. I mean, I can't stay muted on Instagram the whole time.
Sorry, I'm going to answer your question because there's a question on Instagram. Does vacuum make scratches on the tiles? If you use the brush violently, yeah, like a toothbrush, yes. But this is these brushes are really soft, and that's why the makeup brush is the best tool, because the makeup brush doesn't cause any scratches.
It's super soft. I don't know. I've never really come across scratches anyway. For years, I used just a soft bristle paintbrush.
Yep.
And never noticed any scratches.
No, but the paintbrush is, well, depending on the paintbrush, some of them are really aggressive.
Yeah, right. What else goes in a Lego room?
So are you setting yours up for this activity also, for streaming? Do you like?
Yeah, so that's one of the things I've got. So I figure in the plan in my head, I've still got the pool table. It's over there. I've shoved it further away, and it's still got room to walk around. It's still the same size, obviously, so it fits Batman and another Batman. And then I'm going to have this bench along the back, and I figure I'll have 2 spots where I can sit under it, so like legs can go under it. So there's really 2 build table spots that'd be 900 deep and, I don't know, 120 wide, I guess, which is the size of the turtles, which is the size I probably want to build generally when I build big mocks. And so there'll be 2 of those. I've got this table here, which is my old build table from when I was in the other Lego room. So I could have this clear enough that I can sit down at it on Thursday night. And then, I don't know. That's about it.
Because you guys have nice. Go ahead, Dave.
No, what I was going to say is, what I want to do is, because there's so in the display room that I'm building at the moment, there's some storage space. So there's a couple of doors that lead to the storage. You've seen the room, Tom? Actually, I should, next time I'll try to stream from the room. No, probably it's going to be too echoey, and there's nothing in it. Anyway, eventually. But what I want to do is attach to the roof the rollers for the background for the photos. And that's going to cover the doors, because I'm not going to build on top of the
that makes sense.
On the wall, on the doors, sorry. So I'm just going to have the roller there whenever I'm taking the photos, and I'm going to put a table that folds down from the wall.
Look at you.
Take the photos.
Whew. That's why you've got that trophy behind you. So what are those roller things? Is that just big paper?
Yeah, it's just a PVC tube with the green screen. It could be green screen. It could be the black backdrop or white backdrop for the photos, because you want to make sure that the surface is smooth in the back, so you don't get any nasty shadows when you're taking the photo. Well, you know more than I do, Yaps, about it. Tom, but Yaps, you know what I'm talking about.
I do, I don't. You need
so
that.
Where do you
curve.
get them? Yeah, the curve. So there's no corner in the back, hey? Yeah. So where do you get them from?
Fabric from Spotlight.
Oh, so you just get fabric?
Yeah, just get fabric and get the tubes from Bunnings. And
so is there any particular fabric that you would?
Well, I use thick fabric, like, I don't know the name in English, but it's just thick fabric, so you don't get crests. And it's a little bit heavier. And that's what
you don't want anything. Don't want anything shiny.
Yeah, you don't want anything shiny. There you go, mini fridge. We need a mini fridge.
We were talking about that just before we went live.
That was the last thing we talked about. So we got Luke here from Haytan. Hey Bricks and Haytan. Are they the same people? Surely not. My room has a Bricklink store, build table, picking table, Lego City in the corner, which we just started, and I have about 6 display cases with set statues on display. Yeah, I've never gone down the display case route. I've never really been a collector of sets. I get sets that are really cool, and I used to get sets to go into the Lego world. That was why I chose sets. Like, that'll fit well in the Lego world. But now that there's no Lego world, I'm not feeling drawn to sets at all. I don't know.
Some of them are really nice. I still like, for example, the Lord of the Rings new one. That definitely gets my interest. But some of the sets are pretty cool. I do have a lot of sets. I'm not gonna lie. I have a disease.
We all have a problem, mate.
Yeah, that's why we're here. The last sets I got, I mean, they're all gifts, but they're gifts because the people that gave them to me know that I want them. It's like the Office and the Fender guitar. It's just those are the kind of things that I don't know. The Office probably won't look cool sitting on a shelf, but I freaking love that show, so I'll be happy with it.
Oh man, that was worth it just for the minifig collection.
Yeah, right. Have you got it? I didn't know.
No, I haven't got it.
Okay.
I'm on a ban at the moment.
You're on a ban. Snack fridge. Didn't notice a trophy.
Oh, what? This little thing?
Yeah, it's not even the size of his finger.
Sorry, that comment came from YouTube, Rocco. Yeah, this whole thing. No, this side. This side.
Is it going to have a lit up rotating dais for that one, Dave, in the new room under a Mission Impossible laser grid case?
No. It's gonna come out of the roof with lights. Every time I push a button, it's going. Ah! There's gonna be Angel swinging.
Yes.
In the background. Oh.
I really would like a
badge. Look at you, Tom.
Oh, thanks, Kelly. I really would like a motorized turntable though. I was at IKEA today and there was like a turntable, like a Lazy Susan. I was like, oh, I always wanted one of those, and I picked it up, and it didn't really like spin freely. I don't know, like you remember those the Chinese restaurants you go to, and the Lazy Susan would be the size of, I don't know, it'd be like a meter circle, and you could just spin it and try to get the jug of soda to land on your dad's plate. It wasn't like that. And then it occurred to me, I hadn't thought about it in ages, because there was a phase for a while there where everyone had a reel of the thing that they built just rotating on a turntable, and it looks so
can make it out of
classy.
Lego.
I guess
Rowan could build you up one.
Yeah, you can make it out of Lego.
Oh, here you go. Rocco got one last week. Battery operated. I figured there'd be some on Amazon or whatever, or eBay, that are just these USB powered jobs, surely. If I'm going to buy a nightlight for my daughter's room, do you have one?
Yeah.
Who is AOS Brick's head?
I don't know.
I feel like I started following them recently, and they
have one of my bottles.
Something impressive.
Identify yourself.
Oh, do they really?
You have one of my bottles.
Yeah, I feel like I started following them recently. Thanks, Rowan. Yeah, I can't remember why. There was something I spotted that was super impressive. I might have even shared Al's Brick Shed. Oh, ALS Brick Shed. What are we doing? Al's Brick Shed.
Thank you, Al. Yeah. Because
Tell us about yourself, Al.
Join ALS Brick's head.
G'day, Brett.
Sorry, Al. I know who you are, Al. Sorry.
Jen has a turntable as well. Alan bought it at Brickvention. So you know Alan?
Yeah, of course I know him. Yeah.
Not this ALS dude, though.
Do I know Alan?
He got one of the camper vans,
oh yeah, nice.
Combi. Oh, and I'm making a new one, and I'm changing the color out. Hold on.
Everyone knows who you are, Claire.
Yeah, Claire would be on right now if Instagram wasn't muted for us all. Christian Seltzer had so many good suggestions when I shared.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's sharp. I love that.
Brickvention, I had the red ones, but I'm making different colors.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I love the door handle ice skate.
Yeah.
Minifig ice skate. Yeah, well, Christian had so many good suggestions when I put up the help me out suggestions for a good Lego room.
Yeah.
I can't access any of them right now, Christian, because everything's taken up by something else. So if you could repeat any of them in the chats, that would be amazing. Yeah, I love that color. I'd love to do a big spaceship or something in that. What is that color called?
Oh.
General name.
Morgan +4.
Morgan +4 in the bottle.
Am I too old to don't know what Morgan +4 is?
I'm not sure what Morgan +4 is either.
I'm just laughing at Helen making fun at me on Instagram. On
Don't
YouTube.
yourself. Best car in the world.
Yeah, the combi. Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah,
you know they can
Christian
go
did.
for 60 grand here. The cheap one.
Mm.
It's insane.
Yeah, combis are desirable.
Yeah, I know. You know, you can get one in Colombia for $4,000. I mean, it's going to be in very bad condition, but you can.
The ones in bad condition here are 40 grand.
Yeah. I have a mate who wants to get one, and he's thinking about buying it in Colombia and have it shipped here. And it's going to be cheaper than buying it here.
Yeah, I bet it would be.
The only problem is it might be a little bit rusted when it gets here.
They just drag it behind the boat.
Yeah. Dude, when I came to Australia, I brought some of my furniture, and I had a sofa, a lazy boy couch with a metal frame. And because they just put it on a shipping container, and it was all rusted when it got here. 3 months at sea. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought the shipping containers would be like airtight.
Nah.
Guess not.
Nah.
My bad. I mean, if they're going to ship stuff that's going to rust, maybe they should consider it. It's not that crazy.
Yeah, nah.
How hard would it be to make something airtight? Most of it, it's just the door. Hey. Just
yeah, it's not hard, but it's expensive. No, but you have humidity, and the steel is porous as well.
Oh, really?
There you go, Christian.
That's news to me.
A big table in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that one. I completely agree, because I like 360 builds more than, I don't know. It's nice to get lost on one side of something, but as an exhibitor, I'd want to be 360 every time.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you're a table hog.
My wife gave me an idea.
No, I just don't like being up against the wall.
And it was having the island, like the big table for display, but also underneath the table have compartments where you could build stuff, like display stuff.
Oh, right.
A lot of people uses under the table as storage, but if you design it well, it could be like little holes to display stuff, little spaces to display stuff. Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I picture people who have come into the Lego rooms, like my previous Lego room. They don't really look below their waistline. You know what I mean? They're not, like, kids will get down there.
If it's well lit, like if it's a proper display, they might. I don't know. Because the other thing that I was thinking is I had to replaster the walls. And there's a gap. So what I can do is I actually can cut a hole in the wall.
I see, Sammy. I didn't even know you were there. Sorry, David.
No, you're all right.
So you cut a hole in the wall?
Yeah, and have the display inside the wall.
Ooh.
That'd be really cool.
On the side.
There's like that DJ's house where he's got like a whole nightclub in his wall and it's bricked up.
Oh, I so want to do that.
Yeah, do it. You can plaster over the bricks a little bit so it looks like it's cracked.
No, I so want to do that.
You'd be a rock star. I mean, more of a rock star than you already are.
You are.
Next suggestion from Christian: some smaller tables near the walls where you can put side projects. That's exactly what I was talking about before. I think it's a great idea. I don't know. I'm surely not the only person who has more than one project floating around in their head. Yeah. And if you could just have a station where it's just like, that's where I'm doing Clayface right now. And every time you feel some inspiration, just go over there. Every time you think of something, just like, and it's just there waiting for you, ready for you every time. I love that plan.
Yeah.
A sorting
So
system
many
for your
ideas.
parts.
So many ideas.
Definitely. Sorting system for your parts. I like a sorting system too where everything's
Come on,
really
Claire.
visible. What's wrong with Claire?
Nothing. She's just saying that I'm a rock star.
He is. No lie. What was that too with Christian's thing? My comments up where Christian is at the moment. Yeah, my sorting system, I definitely like to be able to see the bricks from a distance. That's why I like those clear trays, and I've got them stacked on the shelves. Or like well, you can't see them. You can see them on YouTube. The red things, these things, I can't really see in them. My plan is for the floating shelf to have a, those, I don't even know what they're called, the filing drawers that you sit on desks, and it's got maybe 5 drawers. I've got some of those in the cupboard that are just not using. So I was going to stack them to hold up the floating shelf, and they're just completely clear. So you'll be able to see the bricks will be nice and spread out on those big trays. Are you about to pull one out, Yabsy?
Have you got these?
No.
They're like
they should be
awesome.
stackable too.
They're stackable. Yeah. They've got the little feet on them.
Yeah, my problem with those is the dust.
Sure.
That's my other problem with those.
Yeah.
This is where I sort for builds where I find things I want, and I just put them all in that, and then I put like 5 of these on the table.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Right. Yeah.
I printed them as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
What have we got here? System, a shelf or something similar to display. Yeah, display space for sure. Oh, Caroline. I haven't seen Caroline in a while.
Yeah, should we talk about storage next week? That's always a.
Oh, you reckon? A whole week about storage.
You know who you should get on to talk about storage? I reckon see if Lewis will pop in.
Yeah, good call. I don't know. He's got that one system, and only his brain could track it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we've got to sort this out because guests is harder now that there's YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah,
you've made my world very complicated.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'll have to think about it. What are we up to? Would you want a round table or rectangular box table in the middle of the room? That's a good question.
For me, rectangular.
Yeah? How come?
Base plates have corners.
It's true.
Simple as that.
Yeah. I tend to build, like if it's bigger than a table, I would tend to build on the slab of timber that I'm going to display it on. So if it ended up being bigger than the table, that'd be covered. Like it wouldn't be hanging off the table. I don't know. I never considered a round table. I'm not going to go get one, but the roundness around the square would be where you'd drop all your extra parts. Wouldn't be all bad. I really did. When I displayed in Sydney last year, I had a round table. And when they told me I had a round table, I was not impressed. But it went really well. I liked it. I liked it a lot on the round table.
Yeah, that's also true, but it's also a lot of wasted space. Like if I don't know, that's me. If it's cool to put additional parts if you have enough parts to fill all those gaps.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Oh, it depends on the build as well. Yeah. Sorry, Yaps.
Oh no, I was going to say I feel like a round table is good for building. I think that's what you're talking about, Tommy. Is that what you're saying? Like room for the parts you're using.
For building.
Yeah, like your junk. All your junk.
I'm talking about display. Yeah.
But for display, I think it's a bit odd unless they're standalone sets like mechs or something all in a.
Yeah, well, that's what ended up happening to me because I had the lair, which is a rectangle, but I also had those extra bits, like the weapons and all the. It worked really well.
Now for building, for me, the best one is the shoe, the horseshoe shape.
Ooh.
Because
so you got your trays and the build.
Exactly. That's what I have what I have in my workshop at the moment. I can show you. I can stream from my workshop next week. What I have at the moment is I have the table in the middle. I put how do you call it? A bevel on the side of the
Oh, you did too.
table to avoid bricks from falling down the floor, because
Mhm.
if there's something I hate is having to pick up rolling bricks every time they fall off the
Yeah,
table.
sure.
And I have all the
Yeah.
shelves on the sides within
Nice.
chair rolling reach.
That's right.
Yeah. So from one side to the other one, and I can just grab the bricks that I need to build. So I put
Sorry, we've
little
only got-
crates on the table. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Go on.
I've started embracing the takeaway containers. But if this is going to be our topic next week, we may as well save it for next week, because I've only got 3 minutes left and a whole lot of comments that I might just run through. If the room is big, Claire on Instagram. If the build is big, below builds will be noticeable, but if the room is cluttered, not so much. Yeah, I can see that, because you'd be able to see it, notice it from a distance. That was the under the table suggestions. Hey, also under the table thing
Brickspace
is
has
very
a very
cool.
good point. That's something that I did
Yeah.
in my other house as well. You can take the doors off the wardrobe, and you can use that as your building space and display space as well.
Yeah. Drawers with labels, Rowan. Sorry, I'm scanning. Sorry for everyone in the chat. I'm scanning through. So Instagram, Rowan said he prefers drawers with labels, and I mean, as far as parts goes, he's definitely exploring all of his options, isn't he? You've got labeled too, don't you, David?
Labeled?
Oh, you just got numbered.
But the numbers are just for when I move houses. So I would know
It's
which shelf would go. But I just remember where everything is.
It's like Lewis, just
Yes.
remembering your big brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Printed picture of parts inside boxes, glued to particular boxes. I do like, I've seen before where people are just glued or blue tacked a part to the front of the tray. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, see, but the thing is, when you want to change it, then you screw it.
Yeah, well,
that's fine
you
if you're not going to get it more
double-sided tape.
Yeah.
Where I think it breaks down is when the part doesn't fit nicely on the front of the drawer, which is plenty of times.
Hey, Tyler. Yeah,
I
see,
wonder where Caroline's been.
This is another unexpected issue that we're going to have, Tom. We couldn't keep up with one chat. Now we got to keep up with two.
Well, one's pretty quiet. That's true, though. We couldn't. I don't know. Gonna have to workshop this. See what the options are.
See, and the thing is as well, the beauty of YouTube is that you could share your screen, or we could share a screen to show things, but the people that need that are not going to be able to see it.
Yeah, well, maybe they're going to have to make a decision and move across to YouTube.
Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe
it's like Dan Aykroyd said in Ghostbusters, mate. Don't cross the streams.
Maybe it's just going to have to be, I do 2 streams, and whoever wants to join the YouTube one does, and whoever wants to do like we keep the Thursday nights on Instagram like normal, and we just have another one. I just don't know if I want to do 2. That's the problem.
You could do like they do when you're watching the footy, and they go, if you want to keep watching, you have to switch to 7 mate now.
We'll call it 7 mate. We could
then you sort of just slide across to Instagram.
I'm really liking the hour though, which is over now. I guess we did start a minute late, so this is a minute over.
Well,
I'm also enjoying the
we can just investigate if there's a way to do it simultaneously rather than having 2 phones, because we're doing all
2 frames. Yeah.
See, so Melon does that, but it doesn't do it landscape and portrait at the same time. That's the problem.
But what would you need portrait if you have multiple
Instagram.
people? Yeah, but
You're
each
not
one of our
also
videos
right
is
now.
a box.
It would also mean that on Instagram, the only account that would be going live would be mine as the host.
Yeah, but you could show, but you would have the feed of all of our stocking.
Yeah, it's just your followers wouldn't be able to see that you're live and jump on. It would only be my followers.
Gotcha. Well,
And I'm very sure that not all the people watching right now follow me.
That's what I was going to say. If we're honest, it's your followers, Tom.
I don't think so. I don't know how to check if they're following me or not on the thing.
I
can't tell.
can.
I can just see if I'm following them, which I am. I'm following everyone who's watching us.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, Kev. We're logging off. I'm sorry, Kev. That is the end of the evening. so 9 until 10 Thursdays, and who knows? Stay tuned. It might be another night on YouTube.
Well, no, but this is a milestone because we actually managed to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
So
think? What's different this week to the last 3 weeks?
Rehearsal.
Todd. So technically we still haven't achieved it because we haven't got all 4 of us on YouTube yet. So we'll try again next week.
Next week. That's why people keep coming back to see if it works. Is it this week that it works? Great talking to you, lads.
Yes. You too. Christian's in Germany. I don't remember if I knew that already. Why is it only an hour, Caroline? Because we have other things to do. That's the only reason.
Look at that. So today we had the US, Germany, Spain, India, Australia.
Brisbane,
Brisbane's a different time zone again.
Yeah, again. Yeah, true that.
I'm pretty sure Kelly's from South Australia.
Photo for Claire.
Oh, photo. I don't have anything. All right. Thanks, folks.
Good night, everyone.
Next week or Saturday, Claire's stream, 8 p.m. I think.
Claire's stream Saturday.
Thank you, boys.
See you later.
Right. Yeah.
Goodbye, Instagram. Goodbye, YouTube.